Ladies and gentlemen, today we will be talking about OPCITY and whether or not I think you should use OPCITY. So if you value my opinion and that sounds interesting to you, let's hop right into the video. First of all, before we get into whether or not you should use OPCITY, let's talk about what the heck is OPCITY. All right? So OPCITY is a platform, essentially a lead generation platform that is created by Realtor.com, which provides real estate agents with leads for the business. Now, with this lead generation program that they provide, they take about 30 to 35% depending on how much the sales price of the property is. So if it's less than a certain amount, that's 30%. If it's higher than a certain amount, that is 35% that they take. Now, on top of that, there's a broker fee that you have to pay on top of whatever you owe Realtor.com for those leads. So that's essentially what OPCITY is. Okay. Now, let me share with you a few facts about OPCITY. The conversion rate of OPCITY is fairly low. It's about 2%. So that means 1 out of 50 people you talk to, you will convert into a lead. It's not the worst, but there's always better as well. So I've tried OPCITY for about a month now. There's really two things I don't like about this entire platform. One being the speed, the second being the screening process. First of all, let's talk about speed. If you really want to do well in OPCITY, there's one thing you have to be good at, and that is speed. Fast, fast, fast. This is how it works. OPCITY will send you an app. You download this app, you create an account for this app, and you're set. Okay? Any leads that get generated from OPCITY will get sent to you through that app. The crazy part is, it won't just get sent to you, it gets sent to hundreds of other agents in the same area that you're working on, or in the same area that other agents selected. So essentially you're fighting for those leads. So they'd be super fast, because whoever confirms or claims that lead first gets the lead. It doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, it kind of does in the long term, but when you first start off, you don't have any track record, so OPCITY doesn't really know, which are you a good agent or a bad agent, things like that. So they just mass send out leads. Whoever gets sees it first, really accepts it, and whoever gets the lead. Second, the screening process. When OPCITY tells you that they screen clients before they connect you with the client, they don't really do it. All they ask for is, hey, do you have an agent? Or are you pre-approved? Or just some basic questions. And once they ask these basic questions, they send out the lead. Whoever claims it gets the lead. And they connect the client with you, the agent. And you guys talk, bada bing, bada boom. Now, on top of the screening process, they don't really understand the market. So you have people looking at a certain area, and maybe to find a foreclosure home, maybe to find a mobile home for, let's say, $100,000 in the Bay Area. And as we know, if you are in real estate, I'm sure, you know that the Bay Area goes for $1 million plus. Most homes, which is just insane to find one under $100,000. But let's say you find a foreclosure home, or your potential client finds a foreclosure home. They see it, they submit to Realtor.com, the lead gets sent to you, you claim it, and boom. Now you're searching for a $100,000 home in San Francisco, which is just mind-boggling, doesn't really make sense, right? So you can't really trust the screening process of these service agents that work in Realtor.com or OPCITY. You have to do due diligence and really look at the lead. If a lead's asking for $100,000 in San Francisco, you know that's not a good lead, and you know that lead's most likely not going to go through. And then you have other people like investors looking for agents to send them deals of land, whatever. So you have a whole bunch of different individuals looking for homes, looking for land, looking for investors, foreclosures, and it just mixes it all up in OPCITY. And maybe 1 out of 50 leads you actually get are good. Okay, so now let's talk about final conclusion. What do I think? And do I think you should use OPCITY? Well, I think you should give it a try at least, especially if you don't really have any leads to work on. Doesn't hurt to give it a try. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But at the end of the day, you don't know unless you try it. But on top of OPCITY, you should also try different lead generation platforms to see which one works out best for you. There's open houses, there's Zillow, I'm sure Redfin has some as well. And there's all these certain things you can do to get more leads. You don't just have to focus on OPCITY if you don't want to. Or if you're doing really well in OPCITY, you should also look at other lead generation platforms as well. Now, for me personally, I don't enjoy OPCITY. I've done it for a few weeks. Maybe I haven't gave it enough time. Who knows? But I find a better use for my time would be doing other things. Open houses, first of all, or mixers, different events, talking with other agents. I feel like that's where I excel most at. So there you have it. I hope this helps in helping you make a decision whether or not you should use OPCITY. Like I said, if you haven't tried it before and your sphere of influence isn't big, give it a try. It doesn't hurt. You spend few hours, few weeks on it. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but at least you know what's good for you. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.